Well, hello the internet, and welcome to our regularly scheduled shenanigans here on the internet. I'm Ghost. If you didn't know that, you probably do based off of the channel title. I am Ghost. And today we're returning to the Wolf Sanctuary. But on the topic of regularly scheduled chaos, it's time for a little bit of self-promo in the first kind of 40 seconds of this video. If you do end up enjoying the chaos, make sure to like and subscribe. We do this twice a week. And in terms of unregularly scheduled chaos, I'm going to the Air Tattoo next weekend, which means a new episode of Ghost Goes Places, so go catch up on that, and that brings us to the end of our little 40-second promo section. So today we started off by putting a hell of a lot of barrier blocks down on the Minecraft world to try and make it so that the wolves can't climb out the top, because I couldn't be bothered to make sure that they couldn't. I just figured, well, if I do it this way, it'll be easier. Please excuse all the car noises in the background. Now that I've started this voiceover, every single car in the village I live in has decided to go past. I also have my window open and I'm not shutting it, so deal with it. So, once again, going back to why am I building a wolf sanctuary? First of all, we're building a zoo. I've already started on that. I'm loving it. It's great. But also because I watched Deadly Pole to Pole, and when I want to build a wolf sanctuary, I'm pretty sure as I was watching this, I was coming to the end of watching that. I remember when I was very little, and by very little I mean this is like 10 years ago or something, I was obsessed with all of the Deadly shows that Steve Backshall did. I mean, I've met him twice. That was epic. Met him at Whipsnade Zoo, and then went and saw the tour that he was doing at some point, and me being me and always been like, got a dress for the occasion. I wore this dress that it had like a snakeskin print on it. Obviously it wasn't real snakeskin, that'd be really weird. But it was like they'd taken the pattern of snake scales, put it on a dress, and it was blue, and I loved that dress. And imagine if I could find a fabric with that on that was like a super heavy weight to make a skirt out of. Oh, I might go research that. I shouldn't. Why is my mic gain so incredibly low? I think I've knocked it, but to be fair, the little green bars that are jumping up and down on the side of my screen seem to be doing okay. Though, maybe we will just turn it up a little bit. There we go. That's probably better. Apologies for any headphone users. I probably just hurt your ears a lot. Oh well, so to continue with, how am I doing all of the area for this little build? I wanted to make sure that I kind of had 3 kind of key sections. There was kind of the bit down by the lake that the wolves don't really venture to, and it's really quite annoying. But hey ho, is what it is. And I try and encourage them down there, because I do go on and play in this little section of the world, because it's quite fun. I like wolves in Minecraft. I like animals in Minecraft. It's fun. I also have more motivation to actually be on Minecraft at the minute. So I kind of worked on terraforming out a little section and caves and things that they could go hide in. Not that they do, which is annoying, because I was hoping they'd kind of use the space more. Yeah, I also tried to use what was already there. So there was kind of that weird kind of like crack in the earth, and I was like, okay, we'll use that top bit of that, and then I recall covering most of the rest of it up because I didn't want them getting in. I then realised the more efficient way to cover the area I wanted snow on was to set a bunch of snow golems down and just kind of leave them to trace out an area. I then got a lead and started pulling loads of them around together, because that meant I could control where they were filling the area, and it meant that in the time they would take me to probably place like 3 blocks of snow, we were getting like 4 or 5, and yeah, you know, maths, considerably quicker. So that's how we did that bit. There were also trees that were still growing at this point, and if you recall from the last episode, we did a lot of forest fires, which, if you're new to this channel, that is a habit of mine, that whenever I go to do a new build, I cause a massive forest fire on Minecraft, because God forbid I work in the desert, where I don't have to do that, or somewhere where it's flat. But to be fair, there isn't really any of that near where I'm working on this Minecraft world at the minute. Please excuse me killing the snow golems. It had to be done. They weren't meant to be there anymore. I also added dark oak, which in hindsight didn't make much sense, but I like using it. I tend to mix dark oak with spruce wood quite a lot, because I feel like the trees, they're very contrasting shapes, but also the leaves and bark complement each other just enough that it looks kind of chill. It's okay. It doesn't look super weird. But obviously, because of the forest fires that I tend to cause on my Minecraft, I then have to go in and repopulate it with more trees, which is good. It means I get control about where they go and blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's really all there is to that. So I released those first 4 wolves that I had caught that were kind of in the section I had been burning down and put them in a pit in the ground. I then went and grabbed 2 of those snowy wolves. They're something like that. And perks of creative Minecraft. This is a super easy way to transport wolves. Even if I did kind of drop them a few times, which is why they have slow falling, because then they don't die, as will later become a problem when you're transporting them thousands of blocks at once that haven't even been loaded in. We get to that with the zoo. I then did whatever those ones are. I think those are the chestnut ones. I think I just left it at that with having them as those. And I kind of labelled each colour of wolf separately, so that way I could go back and find them more easily and make sure everyone was still there, which they are. I do go and check. How long that will last for me doing regular checks is another question. Apparently added more trees, as you do. Felt the need for more trees. Plant trees, people. It's good for the environment. But that's it. We will be building a little house for this one next, I think. But I will see you all again in the next video. Goodbye.